Okay, morning everyone. Today we are going to start the last chapter in mathematics called circles. Okay, so before going to start the circles, first you have to know the properties of circle. Okay, the number one is angle property. Number one is angle property. Angle properties. So under angle properties, there are some theorems that you have to know. Number one theorems that you have to learn, angle at the center is double of angle at the circumference. What did I say? Angle at the center is double than angle at the circumference. Means, suppose this is circle, okay. This line is called chord. And this is the center of circle, okay. This is the center of circle. Suppose this angle and this angle. It means angle at the center is double than angle at the circumference. Means suppose this angle is x, so this will be 2x. Means this angle is always double than circumference. This is the first theorem under angle properties. It means angle at the center is double than angle at the circumference. Theorem you have to write. Okay, number one theorem. After that, number two theorem. Number two theorem is angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. What did I say? Angle in a semicircle is 90 degree means, suppose this is diameter of the circle, this is A, this is O, and this is B. This angle, suppose this is P, this is 90 degree. Angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Either this angle is 90 degree or this angle is 90 degree. Then you can write angle APB is equal to 90 degree, or angle ACB, is equal to 90 degree. This is theorem number 2 under angle properties. Number 3, angle in a same segment of circles are equal. What did I say? Angle in a same segment of circles are equal. Suppose this is circle, okay. These two angles are always equal, A, B, C, D. It means angle C and angle D are same. Angle C equals to angle D. All these theorems are important. You have to write the reason why these two angles are equal. Reason is angle in a same segment of circles are equal. Now, under angle properties, there were three theorems. First theorem was angle at the center is double than angle at the circumference. It means if this is x, this is 2x. If this is 60 degree, this is 120 degree. This is the first theorem. Second theorem was angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Suppose this is diameter, this angle. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is P. This angle is 90 degree. Why this angle is 90 degree? Because angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Either this angle or this angle, depending upon the situation. Okay. And third theorem was angle in a same segment of circles are equal means angle C and angle D will be equal. Now these three theorems are under angle properties. Now cyclic quadrilateral properties. First you have to know what is cyclic quadrilateral. Till class 9 you have done quadrilateral. Okay. Quadrilateral means any 4-line figure. It's called quadrilateral. If there is circle outside, now this is called cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Now cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral properties. Okay. Under cyclic quadrilateral properties, theorem number 1 is opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. What did I say? Opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree means this is circle. this is quadrilateral, this is called cyclic quadrilateral, this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Now according to the theorem, opposite side of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree, means opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral, opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree, means angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Similarly, angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. Angle B plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. The sum of opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Okay. This angle and this angle, if you add, you have to get 180 degree. This angle plus this angle, you have to add, you have to get 180 degree. Now, last theorem under cyclic quadrilateral. Till class 9, you have done exterior angle property. What is that? Exterior angle property means, suppose this is triangle, this is ABC, okay. Exterior angle property means this angle, suppose this is X, this angle is sum of this. That means we can write X equals to A plus B. This you have done in junior classes, it may be class 7 or class 8, okay. But in class 10, instead of triangle, it is cyclic quadrilateral. Now the theorem is, the exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is equals to interior opposite angle. It means, suppose this is cyclic quadrilateral, okay. Now exterior angle means, suppose this is A, B, C, D, and this is E. Now exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral means this angle. This is cyclic quadrilateral, exterior means outside, so this angle. Now this angle and this angle is same. The reason is, exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is equals to interior opposite angle. Suppose if it is here, then this angle. If it is here, then this angle. Okay. So with this from cyclic quadrilateral property, now important one is tangent. So before going to start tangent property, first you have to know what do you mean by tangent, because this tangent word is totally new for you. Okay. Suppose this is circle. If it is inside, that means if it touches the circumference, then it is called chord. C-H-O-R-D, chord. Okay. Again, this is circle. If it is passes through center, this is also chord, but popularly known as diameter. Okay. So diameter is the longest chord. Now tangent means if it goes from outside the circle. So this line is called tangent. If it touches the circle from external point, it's called tangent. Now there are few properties under tangent which is important that you have to know. Okay. This is one tangent and this is another tangent meeting at point, suppose A. Okay. And this is center. In circle, center and radius is very important. This is center. Any line from center touches tangent is 90 degree. This is very important. In fact, it is one of the theorem. Now this also. Okay. This is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Join it. Now, theorem number one, both the tangents are always equal. Means under tangent property of circle, under tangent properties, okay, number one theorem is AC equals to AB. AC equals to AB. This is theorem number one. Number two, which is very important, this is center, this is radius, and this is your tangent. So radius and tangent, whenever it will meet, this angle is called 90 degrees. So here angle B equals to angle C equals to 90 degree. This is very important theorem. Number two and number three, these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal means which angle? Angle DAB and angle DAC. Angle DAB equals to angle DAC. Now, under tangent property, there are three theorems. Number one, both the tangents are equal. I have told you. Number two, whenever radius and tangent will meet, it forms a 90 degree. This is important. Angle B and angle C is 90 degree. Number three, angle DAB and angle DAC are equal, means this angle and this angles are equal. Now next important is alternate segment. Alternate segment. Alternate segment. You have done same segment in angle properties. Now we'll do alternate segment. So what is alternate segment? That you have to know. Whenever chord and tangent will meet, that angle is called alternate segment. This is circle, okay, this is chord, and this is tangent. Suppose this is also tangent. Tangent means this angle, and suppose this angle. These two angles are always equal. This is X, this is A, this is B, this is C. Means what? This angle and this angle. Suppose this is A, this angle and this angle is same. This is called alternate segment theorem. Means which angle? Angle CAX. Angle CAX equals to angle CBA. This is alternate segment theorem. Okay, this is also important. Alternate segment means whenever tangent and chord will meet. Now, rectangle properties of circle. Now, rectangle properties of circles. Number one, this is chord and this is also chord. Now these two chords are meeting at point, suppose A. So this is A, this is C, this is B and this is D. The formula will be OA into OC equals to OB into OD. This is the formula. Okay. Suppose this type of question comes, then this formula you have to apply, where OA into OC equals to OB into OD. This is number one under rectangle property. After that, suppose chords are meeting at this point. Okay. Suppose this is X, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. This is called extended chord. So formula is XA into XB equals to XC into XD. This is the formula for this type of question. Okay. And number third and the last formula is, this is circle, this is extended chord and this is tangent. Okay. This is T means tangent. Suppose this is P, this is A, this is O is the center and this is B. The formula will be PT square. PT square equals to PA into PB. Now these all are the properties of circle. Okay, and please learn these properties, because without properties circle is not possible, because you have to write the reason why this angle is similar to this, under which condition you are writing this angle is 60 degree, 30 degree, etc., etc. You have to give the reason. Again I am revising. Number one, angle properties. Under angle properties there were three theorems. First is angle at the center is double than angle at the circumference. Number two was angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Number three, angle in a same segment of circles are equal. Okay. Under angle properties there are three theorems, and under cyclic quadrilateral properties, of the sum of opposite angle of cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. I have told you cyclic quadrilateral means four straight line within the circle. And second theorem was exterior angle of cyclic quadrilateral is equals to interior opposite angle. After that, tangent property, both the tangents are equal. Whenever tangent and circle will meet, that angle forms a 90 degree. And third one was angle A and angle C was equal. Okay. After that, alternate segment, I have told you alternate segment means whenever tangent and chord will meet, that angle. After that, rectangle property, first one is OA into OB equals to OC into OD. Second one was XA into XB equals to XC into XD. And third and the last one is PT square equals to PA into PB. Please learn this formula. In the next class, we'll start circle. Thank you very much.